I'd like you to ask yourself something. Do you spend most of your time in the past, in the present, or in the future? It's something that came up for me recently when I was listening to a meditation with one of my favourite meditation teachers, Tara Brach. And she said something along the lines of, our bodies are only ever experiencing the present moment. They're always in the present moment. It's our minds that are flitting between the past, the present, and the future. And it got me thinking, yet again, about how much of our time we spend away from this present moment, this being in this moment. And I know certainly that when Bea was ill, I spent a lot of time either in the past, rerunning conversations, wishing it were different, wishing she was still small, where there was no sign of an eating disorder, or worrying about the future, the things that may or may not happen sometime in the future. And it was exhausting. I was kind of trying to second guess stuff or rewrite things. And I'm sure that you're doing the same, whether you're caring for somebody or whether you've got an eating disorder yourself. And the thing that I've come to see more and more clearly is that we only live in this moment, and that we worry and exhaust ourselves in thinking about particularly the future, worrying about the next meal, worrying about what's on the shopping list, worrying about what people will say, worrying about school, worrying about work, where all of that is going on. And we're running conversations, we're making up conversations in our head that we think might help, that we think might prepare us for if that situation arises. Yeah? Is that happening for you too? And what I've come again to see is that we're denying ourselves our own wisdom that we have, all of us, in the present moment by planning everything out or thinking that we're being prepared when all we're doing is moving ourselves further and further away from our own, Bea and I talk about our own inner GPS that knows the way, that knows what to do. And I wonder if that resonates for you, or what you see in that makes sense for you. Because the thing we can do is ask ourselves, if we're worried about being in the present moment or being dragged off, either way, is to ask ourselves, am I okay right now? In this moment, am I okay right now? And adding into that the question I asked a few weeks ago, which was, what do I need right now? And I wonder whether using those two questions together might help you from racing on ahead to bringing you back into the present moment. So maybe think of a situation, and again, whether you're struggling with an eating disorder or whether you're caring for somebody that you love, is to think of a situation where or catch yourself when you see yourself racing ahead, worrying about some time in the future, even if that future is only 5 minutes away, and bringing yourself back into the moment. Am I okay now? Excuse me. Am I okay now? And if the answer to that is no, then asking yourself the question, well, what do I need right now? Because with all of my years, I have found that bringing myself back into the present is always helpful. Always helpful. I used to be such a worrier when I was much younger, and I'd run all these stories and stuff in my head thinking I was being prepared. But I was missing out. I was missing out on the present, this moment. Okay, this moment. Not even 5 minutes ahead. So I wonder what you make of that. If you found that helpful in any way, do let me know. And we'll be with you again next week for another video. Bye for now.